Hello again. I'm glad you decided to come back for another session. How are you feeling today? Okay. Okay. So, this is your third therapy session, and what I've done is I recorded your previous 2 sessions in case you wanted to remind yourself what we talked about, and you'll be able to watch those sessions back. Just here, they should pop up on the screen there. Okay. But let's start today by talking about how your week has been. Can you tell me maybe the best parts of your week? Okay, and what about the more challenging parts? Okay, I see. Okay. Did you have any questions or worries or concerns following our last session? Okay, so maybe we can cover a few of those today by talking a little bit about what therapy involves. Does that sound okay? Okay, so when people come to therapy, they often feel as if they're being swept along by a fast flowing river, and that they are using all of their energy with which to stay afloat. Maybe they are treading water, maybe they are grabbing on to pieces of debris as they float past them. But whatever they are doing, they are not dictating the direction in which they are going. The river is doing that. What therapy aims to do is to help you to swim to the edge of the river and to climb up onto the bank. Because if you can get there, you can dry off a little bit and then pause for a moment. Because from the bank of the river, you'll be able to see things, options that you couldn't see when you were in the river drowning. So maybe you may consider buying a pair of wellies and paddling in the shallow waters. Maybe you buy a boat and travel along the river that way. Or you could cross the river on the footbridge and see how things seem from the other side. Your final option is that you could still jump back in the river and continue as you were before. But at least if you do that, it will be an informed decision. You will have fully assessed the options or the other options that are available to you. So, more or less everything that we will do in our sessions together are to get you to the bank of the river, to enable you to step back and think about things and see things differently. This will open up your world. It will enable you to see options and consider those options in a very different way than you're able to do now. And that will help you to live a more fulfilling and happier life. Okay. So mind, what I'd like you to do between now and when I see you again next week is to begin a mood diary for me. Very simple. At the end of every day, when you're brushing your teeth, I would like you to review your day and to mark down on a piece of paper, or you can do it in the notes on your phone, how you have been feeling. Now, there are 4 main emotions: happy, sad, angry, and anxious. They are the 4 basic human emotions, and all other emotions that we talk about are variations on these 4 basic emotions. So we're going to keep this simple because I'd like you to be able to keep this diary going over the longer term. I'd like you to give each of those emotions a rating out of 10. 0 being no emotion, and 10 being the strongest that you feel it is possible to feel that emotion. So every day you should have 4 ratings. 1 for happy, 1 for sad, 1 for anxious, and 1 for anger. And then if you bring your diary with you to our next session, it will enable us to review your week, to start to notice the patterns and to think about what makes things better and what makes things worse for you, and we can use this information to move you towards your goals. How does that sound? Okay. Do you have any worries about completing that diary? Okay. Are there any things, maybe practical things or personality variables that you think might get in the way of you completing the diary? Okay. I guess this is why I suggest that you complete the diary when you're brushing your teeth. Most of us, most of the time, brush our teeth before we go to bed. So if we can tie an activity like the mood diary to an activity that we're 99% sure that we will complete, it kind of gets done without us having to give it too much thought. And that's important because I don't want to add any additional pressures or stresses into your life. Okay, so do you have any other questions for me today? Okay, in that case, I will look forward to seeing you the same time next week.